Hey guys, figured I'd make a quick video today about trauma bonding. Trauma bonding is something that happens when, if you've got a trauma that is feeding off your environment, you'll attract people in your environment, even live with people in your environment that are feeding off of each other in the same way. They have a trauma that's feeding. And it's usually some kind of victimized mindset, right? Where you feel like you have to have somebody take care of you in some way because you don't love yourself to the point where I can be by myself no matter what and be happy, right? That state of mind where you're at peace with yourself, you're at peace with everything around you. But that causes a problem when you're self-aware with the people, especially if you're people living with somebody. The traumas that they have to overcome those traumas because you're not going to cater to a trauma, right? If you are self-aware and you know who you are, then nobody can feed off of you. They can't create any kind of victimized mindset to try and pull you into some kind of story about how they need, everything is controlled by the mind. We control our bodies with our mind, and we love ourselves with our mind. We are completely at peace with ourselves. And just because those people are dealing with those things doesn't mean we love them. But in order to love somebody correctly, you have to make sure you're not feeding that trauma, because you're not doing anybody any favors if you're catering to someone's trauma, right? This is a very specific message because right now we are seeing a lot of families, communities, businesses being pulled apart because people are having to face their traumas and understand that, hey, look, um, why am I going through what I'm going through? And so you really have to face yourself. It's like, you are totally fine. Any vision you have of yourself that isn't whole is what you're going to project onto other people. And then that is what creates that victimized mindset that feels like, oh, that person is doing this or that. When all of us are gods in this reality, we are all deciding how to control ourselves. And it becomes a lot easier to love people, but it also becomes a lot easier to use discernment on how you need to love somebody depending on what kind of whatever they got going on, right? Make sure you let people know that they are whole, and let them know that any kind of, it always stems from some kind of feeling that they're not good enough. And so since they'll a lot of times they'll completely deny it, right? It depends who it is, especially if it's family, right? Family is you're never gonna be able to deal with family the way they're just gonna fight with you because they see you as part of their trauma bond, and those generational lineages, they just don't um they don't work, right? I mean, people's families see themselves as so close, it's very hard for people to accept what, especially what somebody else does in their family. um but at the same time, all of us are responsible for ourselves. And so when you make somebody responsible for themselves, it forces them to see what maybe they're going through. For example, and this is just I'm not going to give this example, never mind. It's just like, I have experiences in my immediate family and extended friends and family that uh there's so many different kinds of trauma bonding out there, and we always attract relationships, even our marriages. um at the time when we get married, we're attracting somebody that has the same wounds that we do. And when you're healed, it usually causes a lot of inflammation in the traumas around you because those people are not. But it does force them to heal. It's a healing process. As we heal ourselves, it heals the world around us. So I hope this message helped you guys in some way. Anyway, love you, and we'll see you in the next video.